For decades, Glocks have been the go-to choice for concealed carry. They're reliable, they're proven, and they've earned a reputation as the king of personal defense. But here's the thing. There's a new wave of tiny revolvers stepping up, and they're ready to challenge that throne. These are not your grandfather's wheel guns. We're talking lightweight frames, modern materials, smooth triggers, and the kind of concealability that makes them disappear under just about any outfit. In this video, we're counting down the 5 tiny revolvers that are total game changers in 2025. So good, they might just make you forget about your Glock entirely. Before we dive in, if you're passionate about firearms, concealed carry, and staying ahead of the curve, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite revolver, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the best guns on the market. Now, let's jump into the list, starting with number 5. 5. Ruger LCR. Kicking off our list at number 5 is a revolver that didn't just join the market, it disrupted it. The Ruger LCR, or Lightweight Compact Revolver, is a modern-day example of how old-school reliability can meet new-school innovation. The first thing you notice when you pick it up is the weight, or rather, the lack of it. At just around 13.5 ounces in its .38 Special Plus P variant, it almost feels like you're holding nothing at all. That's thanks to Ruger's groundbreaking use of aerospace-grade aluminum for the frame and a high-strength polymer fire control housing, which together make it one of the lightest centerfire revolvers you can buy today. But lightweight is only part of the story. The LCR's internal design was engineered to tame recoil. The combination of the polymer housing and the Hogue tamer grip does an incredible job of soaking up the snap, which means faster follow-up shots and less hand fatigue during extended range sessions. For such a small revolver, shooting it is surprisingly comfortable, even when you step up to hotter loads. Speaking of loads, Ruger didn't lock you into just one caliber. The LCR lineup offers something for everyone. .22 LR and .22 Magnum for low-cost practice or recoil-sensitive shooters, 9mm for ammo commonality, .38 Special Plus P for everyday carry, .327 Federal Magnum for a balance of capacity and power, and even the fire-breathing .357 Magnum if you want to push the limits in a small-frame gun. That kind of versatility is rare, especially in the snub-nose category. Then there's the trigger, arguably the LCR's crown jewel. Ruger's patented friction-reducing cam system produces a double-action pull that is exceptionally smooth from start to finish, with no stacking and a clean break. If you've ever struggled with heavy, gritty revolver triggers, the LCR will feel like a revelation. In a defensive scenario where fractions of a second matter, that smooth pull could make all the difference. Concealment is another area where the LCR shines. The fully enclosed hammer means there's nothing to snag when you're drawing from a pocket, purse, or waistband. Its compact profile and featherweight build make it disappear under light clothing. And because it's a revolver, you don't have to worry about limp wrist malfunctions or magazine issues. It's about as foolproof as a defensive handgun gets. The Ruger LCR isn't just a good small revolver. It's one of the few that genuinely bridges the gap between tradition and technology. For new shooters, it's approachable. For experienced carriers, it's dependable. And for anyone who values a firearm that's there when you need it and invisible when you don't, the LCR is a true game changer. 4. Smith & Wesson 442 Ultimate Carry J-Frame. At number 4, we've got a revolver that takes one of the most legendary concealed carry platforms in history and gives it a modern-day overhaul. The Smith & Wesson 442 Ultimate Carry. If you know revolvers, you know the J-frame. It's been a trusted companion for law enforcement backups and civilian carry for decades. But the Ultimate Carry Edition takes that tried-and-true design and injects it with features that make it one of the most capable snub-noses you can buy in 2025. Let's start with its construction. The 442 UC is built with an aluminum alloy frame and a stainless steel barrel, giving it the durability you expect without unnecessary weight. At just under 15 ounces unloaded, it's light enough to carry all day, yet still has enough heft to manage recoil from plus P.38 special loads. The sleek, all-black finish gives it a tactical look, but it's also practical, reducing glare in bright light situations. One of the biggest upgrades here is the sighting system. Traditional J-frames often have basic fixed sights, but the 442 Ultimate Carry ships with a tritium front sight that glows in low light, paired with a fully adjustable rear sight. A rare luxury in the snub-nose world. That means you can actually fine-tune your point of impact instead of living with whatever the factory gave you. Whether you're practicing at the range or relying on it in a defensive scenario, those sights give you an edge. Another smart addition is the titanium cylinder pin, which helps shave off a little more weight while keeping the strength you need for repeated use. Smith & Wesson also kept the internal hammer design, which means no snagging on clothing during a draw, whether from a pocket holster or an inside-the-waistband rig. The double-action trigger has that classic Smith smoothness, breaking cleanly without excessive stacking, and the reset is consistent, giving you confidence in every pull. In terms of performance, the 442 UC thrives in exactly the situations it was built for. Close range, high-stress encounters where speed and simplicity matter most. 5 shots of Twitter. Special plus P may not sound like a lot in a world of 15-round semi-autos, but each one is delivered with revolver reliability. No failure to feed, no stovepipes, no worries about limp wristing. Pull the trigger, it goes bang, every single time. And that's the appeal of the 442 Ultimate Carry. It's the evolution of a classic, blending the proven simplicity of the J-frame with enhancements that make it truly modern. In a market flooded with polymer semi-autos, this revolver proves that sometimes less really is more. If you want a carry gun that's light, snag-free, deadly accurate for its size, and built to last, the 442 UC more than earns its spot on this list. 3. Smith & Wesson Model 642.38 Special. Taking the third spot on our list is a revolver that has quietly become one of the most popular carry guns in America. The Smith & Wesson Model 642. At first glance, you might mistake it for the 442 we just talked about. But there's one major difference. The 642 wears a stainless finish. That may seem like a small detail, but in the world of everyday carry, it can make a big difference in durability, corrosion resistance, and even visibility under certain lighting. The 642 is built on the same legendary J-frame platform that has served law enforcement and civilian carriers for decades. It's chambered in .38 Special and rated for plus P loads, giving you respectable stopping power in a gun that weighs just around 14.6 ounces. That lightweight design comes from its aluminum alloy frame, paired with a stainless steel barrel and cylinder. The combination keeps the gun tough without making it a burden to carry all day. One of the defining features of the 642 is its hammerless, double-action-only design. There's no exposed hammer to snag on clothing, purses, or holsters, which makes it an ideal choice for deep concealment. You can draw it from a pocket holster or an ankle rig and get it into the fight without worrying about hang-ups. The enclosed hammer also means you can fire it from inside a coat pocket in an emergency. a trick that semi-autos can't match. The trigger on the 642 is pure Smith & Wesson J-frame, a steady, deliberate pull that requires commitment, but rewards you with a clean break and absolute reliability. While the sights are basic, a fixed rear notch and an integral front blade, they're perfectly adequate for the distances this revolver is intended for, 3 to 7 yards, where most defensive encounters happen. And because it's stainless, the gun shrugs off sweat, humidity, and even a bit of neglect. A huge advantage if you're carrying in hot or humid climates. In terms of handling, the 642 is deceptively shootable. Yes, it's small and light, so you'll feel the recoil of +P loads. But with proper grip and practice, you can keep all 5 shots on target with impressive speed. Its compact frame and smooth lines make it disappear under clothing, and its timeless design means it won't look out of place whether you're carrying it today or 20 years from now. The Smith & Wesson 642 has earned its reputation the old-fashioned way, through years of real-world use and dependability. It's a revolver that does exactly what it promises. It goes bang every time. It hides when you need it to, and it's ready when you don't have a second to spare. In a market obsessed with the latest polymer semi-auto, the 642 stands as proof that the classics are still very much in the game. 2. Taurus 856.38 Special. Sliding into the number 2 spot is a revolver that's been quietly winning over concealed carriers, budget-conscious buyers, and even seasoned revolver fans, the Taurus 856. In the past, Taurus had a mixed reputation in the revolver market, but the 856 has gone a long way toward changing that conversation. This isn't just an affordable wheel gun, it's a serious contender for anyone looking for a reliable, compact carry piece. One of the most notable features of the 856 is its capacity. While most snub-nose revolvers hold 5 rounds, the 856 gives you 6 shots of .38 Special, and it's still compact enough to carry comfortably every day. That extra round might not seem like much on paper, but in a real defensive situation, one more shot can make all the difference. The Taurus 856 comes in several configurations, from blued carbon steel to stainless steel, and even ultra-lightweight aluminum frame models for easier carry. Weighing in around 22 ounces in its all-steel form, it's heavier than some of the other revolvers on this list, but that weight works in your favor. It tames recoil, especially with hotter +P defensive loads, making it more controllable for rapid follow-up shots. The double-action trigger on the 856 has improved significantly over earlier Taurus models. It's smoother, lighter, and more consistent, making accurate shooting easier for both new and experienced shooters. Some versions also offer an exposed hammer for single-action shooting, giving you the option for a lighter, more precise trigger pull when accuracy matters most. Taurus has also embraced customization and variety with the 856 lineup. You can get it in classic 2-inch barrel form for deep concealment, or opt for a 3-inch model that offers a longer sight radius and slightly better ballistic performance. There are also Defender models with night sights right from the factory, which is a huge plus for low-light defense scenarios. Another big selling point? Price. While some premium snub noses can cost well over $700, the Taurus 856 often comes in at half that, without sacrificing the key qualities that matter for a carry gun: reliability, durability, and shootability. For those who want a trustworthy revolver without emptying their wallet, the 856 is hard to beat. In the end, the Taurus 856 is proof that a good revolver doesn't have to be expensive to be dependable. It offers an extra round over most competitors, a variety of configurations, and a trigger that's better than many give it credit for. If you're looking for a revolver that balances affordability with real-world performance, the 856 earns its spot near the top of this list. 1. Kimber K6 .357 Magnum. Taking the crown at number 1 is a revolver that redefines what a small frame wheel gun can be. The Kimber K6s. When Kimber announced they were entering the revolver market, a lot of shooters were skeptical. After all, this was a company known for high-end 1911 pistols, not snub-nosed carry guns. But when the K6s hit the shelves, it turned heads and won hearts. This isn't just another concealed carry revolver. It's a precision-built defensive tool with features you rarely see in the snub-nose category. The headline feature here is capacity. The K6 packs 6 rounds of .357 Magnum or .38 Special into a cylinder that's no larger than many 5-shot revolvers. Kimber accomplished this with careful engineering, machining the flutes and cylinder walls to maximize strength while minimizing bulk. For the carrier, that means 1 extra shot without any penalty in concealability. The trigger is another standout. Kimber gave the K6s one of the smoothest factory double-action triggers on the market. Light, consistent, and with 0 stacking. It's the kind of trigger pull that makes you forget you're shooting a revolver, allowing for faster, more accurate follow-up shots, even with heavier .357 loads. And because it's double action only with an enclosed hammer, there's nothing to snag on clothing during a quick draw. Construction is pure Kimber, forged stainless steel throughout, with precise machining and tight tolerances that rival custom shop work. That extra strength means the K6s can comfortably handle a steady diet of full-power .357 Magnum rounds, though many carriers opt for .38 Special Plus P for faster, more controllable shooting. At 23 ounces, it has enough weight to tame recoil without becoming a burden to carry. Kimber also paid attention to the sights, which is something many revolver makers overlook. The K6 comes with full-size dovetailed front and rear sights, available with night sight options right from the factory. This makes a huge difference in low-light shooting. No more squinting at a barely visible front blade. From the beveled edges that aid in smooth holstering to the ergonomic grip frame that fits a wide variety of hands, the K6s feels like it was designed with the concealed carrier in mind from the ground up. It's elegant without being flashy, rugged without being bulky, and modern without losing the timeless appeal of a classic wheel gun. In short, the Kimber K6s is everything you could want in a small revolver. High capacity for its size, flawless build quality, a superb trigger, and the ability to handle serious defensive calibers. It's not just the best tiny revolver in 2025. It's a statement that the snub nose is alive, well, and more capable than ever.